Hey, Brian Adams here, the Contractor's Contractor. In this video, we're going to be setting up TNC Painting. Troy, the contractor, and his wife, Nicole, setting up their Google AdWords, and I thought it'd be fun just to have you guys watch us do it. He's going to learn. Alvin's here with us, sitting in the fighter. Tom Cruise is sitting here with us.
It's my F-15.
I started going through this. Where we at? Cool. So now do you see the Zoom page?
Yep.
Yeah. So before I jump over to your page, I'm just gonna. I think I did this earlier, and I logged into your page, Troy, and then I was gonna kind of load it up, and I thought, well, shit, that's cheating. Let these guys see, everything, because you had kind of started it. I texted you, said, hey man, did you run ads before? And you said no, you played with it, but so even when I logged in, it took me to where you had stopped, and I started back up. But before, this is just another one of my Google Ads pages. So I'm gonna back this up. See how far it can take me. Let me see if I can just. So once you have your Google Ads account, there we go. Thank you. You just kind of log in. You go up here. You hit Tools, and then you jump over here to where it says Keyword Planner. I mean, Google gives you everything. I mean, just for Google My Business, YouTube, Google Ads, they've done all the research. You don't have to chance any of it. So for you, Troy, is and I've already changed this to Grand Rapids because that's where you are. And normally it just starts off with USA, and you have to click that. You have to go up here and type in wherever you want, Grand Rapids that you want to be. You add that, and then you have to reach over here and hit the X for the USA. I mean, it's kind of good too. Just you can just play with it, because what we're going to do is we're going to ask Google what kind of words and phrases are people using to search and find your services, anybody's services, whoever's watching this. Doesn't matter what you're cutting hair, dog grooming, car washes, doesn't matter. So we already had that city, that area, put in there. And normally for so Troy he really wants to just focus on repainting kitchen cabinets. What else would you call it, Troy?
Cabinet refinishing.
Is cabinet refinishing the same? I mean, down in Foley, Alabama, that Gulf Shore area, that's what JB does. But I don't know I didn't know if that meant, staining or of cabinet.
We do that too. So really whatever finish is on a cabinet, you know what I mean? Anything from staining to, paint to, lacquer, whatever. We do all of that.
So I'll type in refinishing kitchen cabinets. I could go down here, right here where it says enter your domain name. I could type in your website. Google would instantly look at your website, run through it in like a fraction of a second. And then Google would say, hey, here's some keywords that you may want to use, or key phrases that you may want to use to get people to drive people to your traffic, to your website. Let's see, repaint. Repaint kitchen. And I should be doing this on your page so I could just add them right straight to your thing, but I just want to show you this real quick. Cabinet, comma, hit that space, and then because it could just be word, but no one goes to Google and types in one word. They're not going to type in kitchen. I mean, maybe, but they're usually the homeowners. So anytime you hear keywords, like the SEO languages, like search engine optimization, it's like all it is taglines, keywords, key phrases, all of that. All it is words or phrases that people use to go to Google. There is no other search engine except for YouTube. They type in as much as they can. Some people will type in a freaking paragraph really describing what the hell is going on and what they're really looking for. And Google uses all of those words to try to search different articles, videos, websites that mention those words. That's all it is. I mean, so the more valuable content that you have on your website or Google My Business or YouTube channel is that's what's going to make Google put you in front of them. I mean, and there's a whole lot of ways to do it. We're not going to get into that. We're just going to hit get results, and Google is going to tell us how many times people are searching using those phrases, and then they'll give me some suggestions. So like right off the bat, I can broaden my search by hitting refinishing cabinet, kitchen cabinets, kitchen, bathroom cabinets, respray, all of that stuff. But if we just went down here, we see that, so refinishing kitchen cabinets gets used a little bit. You see right here where it just says, 10 per month on average. And then it shows the, how often, but what it also does is Google will tell us that people like you are willing to spend anywhere from $3 up to $10 per click just to get in front of people, to show their ad. And they're saying, hey, whatever it takes, if it's $8, $9, I don't care, get my ad in front of people, let them click and come to my website. Down here, painting kitchen cabinets is 90 times a month, 40. Let's go up here and hit, I don't want to do kitchen cabinets because that could be almost anything. I mean, and we're going to do that.
You could do spray, and reface.
Yeah.
I do the refaces too. So
yeah,
if you're looking for more stuff.
Yeah, let's add reface. Bathroom cabinets, respray kitchen cabinets, refacing. So that's one of them that Google's is saying, hey, this may be one you want to use. I mean, so you can do this all day long. I mean, it's like over and over. And I normally don't. I mean, I'll do a little bit of it. So let's see if, so refinishing kitchen cabinets isn't super popular. Painting kitchen cabinets is 90. Cabinet painters is 90, meaning homeowners are going straight to Google and just typing in cabinet painters. Sometimes it's cabinet painters near me. Refacing kitchen cabinets, 40 times a month on average, and willing to pay anywhere from $1.50 up to $10. So I'm gonna jump over here. Let me see if I can go up here and just switch accounts. Because for me, I use that a little bit, but I like for you right now in the beginning, I just want to use not even like broad match or just, I want to use kitchen cabinet, kitchen refacing. I want to use a lot of different words and phrases. And for 2 weeks, we look at it. We try to get in front of as many people as we can without spending a shitload of money. But within those 2 weeks, then we'll have a really good understanding of, because Google will show us exactly the phrases. So every time your ad gets shown to someone, Google will show us, hey, here's the phrase, here's what they typed in that made your ad show up. And then we can go in, we can turn those into negative phrases, we can use negative words, all of that stuff. Because you're being so precise. So here's your page, Alex. So here's where it took me to. So you had already started, and you had already did these like keywords or something. And I don't even know how long ago you did this.
Me either. Could have been a year ago. I don't know.
But I'm just hitting back. If you watch the video in the training, it's step by step how to get there and how to get here. But what you did was like 90% of what everybody does is they just go for, Google puts right in front this simple, easy, like this little crap. And it's like, you just hit, like they give you these 3 options. And so when you're watching the video that's in the back office of our membership program, the first thing I tell you is to skip all of this crap and jump down here to where it says, switch to expert mode.
Oh, okay. I watched your training video, but I could never find that. But there it is.
Yeah, it's like right at the very, because it's the very beginning of this. And it says, are you a professional marketer? And it's like, it kind of intimidates you not to do it so that they can get you to click on it up there. But you definitely want to hit that. It just gives you way more options. You have way more control over everything. And they really, because I got like I don't know, 10, 15 hours on Google My Business training. And I mentioned it several times in Google My Business is the whole reason for Google My Business. One is, yeah, to be in maps, and Google wants to serve their clients, all that crap. Start out with restaurants, hair salons, that shit. But for us, the business guys, is that's the free thing that Google gives you to get you to add, to click, you're going to Google My Business, and it's like, oh, you want more leads? Run some Google ads, click here. And then I don't, that's probably still way, going that route is probably still way better than using Home Advisor. I mean, it is. I don't know, it may be. It's definitely, that's still way better than using Home Advisory or Angie's or Thumbtack or any of that crap. I don't want leads. I don't sell. It depends on what you're doing. Elvin uses a lot of this stuff. I just go straight for the website traffic. I want the search. And you can do the display and the other stuff, but I'll show you what I don't do. I hit search, continue. Is I don't want to just show up, and you can. Anthony does it with Sunshine Design and Build, and I know Alvin, you do it with your Google, with your YouTube ads. Is you're kind of just popping up everywhere, like anybody that's on the internet, even with their phone, if they're walking into a showroom that sells kitchen sinks or cabinets. That Google is geotagging you now, so they know he went in that store. He must be interested in a new kitchen. So your ads will just start popping up, even when they're wherever they're at on the internet. They're watching how to change a tire on YouTube. Maybe the first video you watch in that commercial would be something from like that Alvin is running or I'm running or something. But Google knows who to show it to. I just want my ads to show up in front of people that go to Google and type in, I'm looking to refinish or repaint my kitchen cabinets. Bam. I don't want to show up it's a lot cheaper way to do it, but that's the same reason I don't run Facebook ads. It takes a good 20 to 30 Facebook ads to equal one really great lead from Google, meaning someone went there, they're ready to do it, bam, and they found your website. Every video I have that talks about Google ads and any of that shit is, I don't recommend Google ads to anyone until they have a website worth sending people to. For me, is and again, I guess a bad website is still better than Home Advisory and all that stuff. But you're going to call me up, and you're going to go, shit, Brian, I spent $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 trying to do Google ads myself. I got like 200 clicks and nothing. And I say, all right, send me a link to your website. And the it's like shit. It's like all it does is turn people off. So it starts with where you pay per click. So every time they click it and Google sends them somewhere, where are they sending them to? Where are they seeing? You've got to build that relationship. Right now, Troy's website looks pretty good. It's not where I want it. I keep, but he is making a new welcome video. We got a couple of video testimonials that's going to go on right after that. So when they click from one of these ads, they're going to see Troy and Nicole, hopefully holding the baby. She's going to be pregnant. Hey, welcome to TNC Painting, family operated, yada, yada, yada. You don't need to keep searching the internet. You don't need Angie's List or Thumbtack. They're just selling those leads to me anyway. Work with me directly. One conversation with me can save you thousands of dollars and months of headaches. Even if I don't do the painting for you, I can give you a list of questions that you should be asking contractors, and I can give you the procedure of how it should be done so that you're educated enough so people can't take advantage of it. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, fill out the form below, click here and call. All of that crap. That's what it needs to be. So we're there. We click search. Let's see. Search the ways you'd like to go. We want your website. Hey Troy, do you know your website address?
Hang on a minute.
Is it TNC Painting?
Yeah, it's tncpainting.net, but I think it's, hang on a minute here.
Because I usually just go over here, open up another page, and is it .net or .com?
I think it's .net. Let me double check. It's just tncpainting.net without the www. It looks like just https://tncpainting.net.
Yeah, Google doesn't care about that.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So you're going to change this welcome video. That's it. TNCPainting.net. Later on, we could do like create a conversion action and track people. If they visit the website, we can put the pixel on the website. When they do go back to Facebook, your Facebook ads show up in front of them. There's a long list of things that we can do. So I don't know what we're going to call this, Troy. You just call it first attempt or
yeah, something like that.
first ad. So here's like, hey, Alvin, can you hear me? Are you there? He's on mute. So
yeah,
Alvin, do you use this all the time? Include Google Display?
So uncheck both. Don't waste the money on both those.
Yeah,
you want to strictly search only. Take out the top one.
Yeah, so that's the same way. I thought maybe you, because if you don't unclick these, you show up everywhere.
The only time I do a display network, if I do display ad banners, but it's specifically a display campaign.
Yeah.
Then that would be the only one I'd check.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if you did it different or not. Because I only want to show up in front of certain people.
Yeah. You wanna optimize the campaign or pre-optimize it and have a bunch of exclusions.
Yeah.
So you're not wasting money.
Yeah. Oh, here, like, so this location option is, so right here where it says presence or interest, people in regular, or move this.
Pick the second one.
Yeah, so it's people in or regular in your target location. Because if not, I mean, if someone just visits Grand Rapids and then they fly home to Florida or California, your ad may show up in front of them. So you only want it to be, you know, right, people who live there, who there most of the time. I don't know if they're interested, maybe like if the interest one can work, because maybe like right now I'm searching Zillow and all these other real estate websites looking for property in different areas of the country. So if I'm interested in that area, maybe I do want to see a painting ad from someone, but not at this time. I would want to see that painting ad once I've bought the house and moved there. Then I would go to Google and say, hey, you know, where's the interior painters around here? You know, let me talk, and then that's when I would search for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you could also have people from India who's searching you, trying to hit you up on marketing services. So people that are searching for painters in Michigan to sell you SEO, they would see your ad and they would click on it.
Yep.
So what you do with that is you block them out.
Yep. Like the audience.
Makes sense.
Like, right, I mean, you can set it now, you can set it later. I'm just going to set it right now, and I'm going to set it for like $15, which may be a little high per click, because we're going to go in and change it later on. But for the first 2 weeks, I just want as many views and many clicks as we can get, so that we can do that research and see what people are really typing in, and then we can dial it in and set it just for kitchen refacing, just for kitchen repainting, no interiors, all of that. You know, but if you do a low bid strategy like $5 or $3, and then you use a limited amount of keywords, your ad's not going to show up. You're not doing any kind of research. We got to spend a little bit of money in these first 2 weeks to just get in front of people and see what they're looking for.
Okay.
One thing you might want to know is that if I'm a competitor, if I'm another painter, I'm bidding $20 for a click. I'm going to push you down the results where I want to be on the top. So you got to think of it as like an eBay auction where, hey, I'm bidding for this new paintbrush. You're willing to pay $15. I'm willing to pay $20. So if I'm going to win the bid or the auction, Google is going to show my ad on the very top.
Yep, time.
So think of it.
And like the company that I sold that took over the Underwood Floors is I mean, we're always like the first ad, and then on the first spot in Google My Business, and just but for for specific things. We don't like doing repairs. We don't like doing much installation. We don't do the steps. We only focus like you. We only want to do just the refinishing of old wood floors, because that's where the big money maker is, for us. Like you just said, Troy, we spent the money on the equipment. We've done that. That's all, we can do all the other stuff, and we get the calls, and, and then we decide if we even want to chase the lead. Usually I'll sell it to other friends that are in the same industry. And I don't know. Hey, we can go in and we do these later. We can do them now. When do you do them, Alvin?
The call extensions.
Yeah, you call out your site like extension.
No, I don't do site. I do the extensions later on.
Yeah, only because like right now it's going to take a little bit of a second, but you do them. So if you're watching the video later on, you do them.
I do
that's a must.
So what I do is I have one campaign for search, and then I have a second campaign strictly call only for mobile.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Then you tie it to your Google My Business location.
Yeah. Yeah, but and that was the other thing, like, so your email address that we signed in with, I can't tell you how many times I've had contractors use one Google email for their Google My Business, and for whatever reason, they'll use a separate Google email address for this Google Ads and stuff, and they have to be the same email if you want your ad to show up on your Google My Business listing in the maps. Because when you go to that 3-pack where you want to be, it's pretty much the only way to organically get on the first page of Google. But inside that 3-pack, now it's really 4-pack. The first one is usually an ad, and then the next 3 are the organic companies that are close to wherever someone is searching.
Okay.
Hey, Alvin, do you have any, like, for me with the contractors, like, I've run some call only ads, but they're not in construction. They're like maybe dog grooming, maybe a couple of karate studios that I do for construction. They ended up spending more money because people didn't even know that they were calling them, and we were getting like just they'd click it, we'd get charged, and then they'd hang up before someone could even answer. And the way the website is built is when it's build a relationship, the videos. The websites are designed to pre-sell them before they even fill out or call you. So I really like drive them to the website, and let that thing do the work that it's supposed to do before they contact us. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So for call only ads for mobile,
yeah,
I definitely put a landing. I would never send paid traffic to a website because you want to see the funnel, because you only want the phone number or a form fill.
Yeah.
You do not want any like top menus or bottom footer links, because anytime you have those, it's like an exit point for them to escape.
Yeah.
I'm only there to either you call me now and call me up on this offer, or you fill out a form and then we'll call you back to book an appointment.
Yeah. Hey, Troy, so right here, the budget I just set for 300. And usually it's, what is it? Set your average daily budget. I don't know. 300 is a little high for the daily, but we'll, like I said,
per day.
We're going to go in and change it. But I mean, you wish it would get up to 300. It probably never ever will. But it's so we'll go in and change it later on. But
okay.
Yeah.
Set it to 30.
Yeah.
That's per day.
Yeah. Yeah. But
that's what I was thinking. I don't have $300 a day.
Yeah, I wish it would get to a 300. I'm gonna do you 100. Shit, mine set at 500. But the most I ever get is maybe every now and then we'll get to 100, and that's my personal one. I don't know what I got that one set at. Add group 1. So remember before we were on that whole other site and we were just seeing what the words and stuff was, the key,
yep.
we did that whole search. So now just because we put in, TNC Painting, Google's already went to your website, checked everything out, and then they're giving you all these keywords and phrases that you should probably, they think you should use. Perfect paint, house paint brushes, we don't want to do that, right? And I don't want any of them. I want some of them, but keywords and phrases. We're gonna get rid of most of all of those. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go into the keywords and change those later on these. So now here we are. Here's the, so every time they click, they're going to go to your website. We're going to do at least 3 headlines. Hey, when did you learn how to paint, Troy?
2012.
If I do since, it's going to be too long. Right on the nose. So you see that? So they give us 30 characters, and we want to use all of them, or as close as we can. And then here they're trying to give me some headlines to use. So it should give me yeah. So right here, so you over here, you see like it's giving me like the little preview, and it's going to headline 1, headline 2, and it changes around. So 1, family owned and operated. I like to put 2000 family owned since 2012. I'll just leave it as family owned and operated 2012. Hopefully someone will get that. Let's see. We got 30 more characters.
What I like to use, I go, what's in it for them? What's in it for me? What's your offer besides giving out a free estimate? What's your offer?
That's 24.
Like the painter that I did ads for, he was willing to paint the front door or the garage door for free.
Woo! The most trusted painter. I'm going to get rid of the word the. See if I can get Grand Rapids. Is Grand Rapids your thing, or what's your little town, Troy?
Grand Rapids is like the area, but actually I was going to ask about the target locations, because there's like, Granville, Wyoming, Jenison, Hudsonville, Byron, like it's not Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is not where I want jobs. Grand Rapids is just what everybody says. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
If somebody asked you where you're from and you say LA, because they don't know type of thing, but you're up in wherever, Big Bear or whatever. So same deal.
So you're only targeting kitchen jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, kitchen cabinets, yeah.
Yeah, the painter I did, he never really told me about doing or refinishing floors.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one to test. He doesn't do floor.
One cabinet repainter. Got 10 more characters I'd like to use.
Call now.
Yeah.
Put a call to action in the headline.
I usually capitalize the first word, except for "and." I don't think Google doesn't like when you try to capitalize every word. Yeah. We'll go back later on and add some different headlines, but we'll go back later on also, and like Alvin said, we'll do one campaign for one specific thing. We'll do another campaign for another specific thing.
Okay.
But down here in the descriptions is where we're going to start, saying what it is that we do, and then sending them to like your video page, or like on your website where the video testimonials will be. We'll do a call out extension for just that. We'll do the call out just so the phone number shows up. We want to use everything that Google gives us, all the call out extensions, be able to text us, from the ad if they want to. You want to use as much as Google gives you, all the characters and stuff, because you want to take up as much space on the on Google Ads as you can. You don't want to just I hate when I see guys running ads and it's like one line or something. It's like you want to use as much space on the phone and that's where, I don't know, it isn't 80%, but it's definitely 65 to 70% of all the ads are going to be looked at, on someone's cell phone. And it's getting more and more. I don't, even when homeowners, the ladies that, that run the house, even when they're at home, they don't go to their computer, their laptop, their personal, whatever, and open it up. I mean, some of them do. Most of those are seen when they're at work, and people are supposed to be at work, but they're not. They're on the computer, sitting behind the desk, and then they're searching. But if a homeowner like my wife, if she's at the house, she doesn't walk over to the computer when she needs to search for something, a plumber or whatever. She goes straight to her phone, and it's all done right there. How does Nicole do it, Troy?
Yeah, I think same things from the phone usually. I think.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, this we're already into it like 36 minutes. So I'm gonna close out in a second, and then I'll go back in and do all these. But through this training video, through the description is and again, it's what you do. I'll have to go in and, like you said, Alan, is or Troy, is the refinishing, repainting, refacing. You want all of that in the description, but you also want it to say, like when I use up here, like #1 cabinet repainter, family owned and operated. People just love family owned and operated. We've used that since I've been in business in 1983. We used to, whatever the name of your company was, it would be, instead of TNC Painting, it was always AAA TNC Painting. And that was done so that you could try to be the front page of the yellow pages when people went to look. It hasn't changed. Even now, like I'm working with a couple of contractors, I'm like, dude, you got to change your name. Oh, blah, blah. It's like the name of the company. It's like, one, it doesn't have any keywords in it. It's written this. It's like, let's go to Google. Let's find out. Let's use those words in your name so it's legitimate. And then the website and all of that stuff. That's what people did with it. That's why it's AAA anything. It was, for the phone book. But again, so they're reading it, they're looking at it in the phone book. Family owned and operated was always big. People got smart back then. We would do pictures of, me and the kids and the dog, not just the shop or whatever, because they're going to buy you before they buy your services. So it's all not manipulation, but you're building that relationship. We do business with people we know, like, and trust. We've only got a couple of seconds to subconsciously get that to them. So they're saying family owned and operated. Oh man, that's cool. The most trusted, whether it's true or not, the most trusted painter in Michigan. Damn, #1 cabinet repainter. Call now. It's like, damn. It's like I don't know. Subconsciously, they're seeing that and reading it, and it's on the internet. It's on Google. They believe it. Maybe 10%, 15% don't believe it. A lot of people will try to argue with it, but they're like, damn, I don't know. He can't be a #1 painter. But it's there, and that's grabbing their attention. When they see it on the internet, they see it on Google, for some reason, that's like the Bible. And don't take my word for it. Ask doctors. It's like you go to the doctor, patients go to the doctor, and the doctor will say something, and people, I don't know. I searched Google, and that's not the answer I got, and that drives doctors crazy. So all of these. So when we're doing down here, when I go in, I'm gonna go in here after we sign off, and I'm gonna do all the descriptions from your website. 5 things you should know before hiring a painter. We can put that in there. We could actually put that in one of the headlines also, because that's nice. On your website. But and Google threw that up just because Google has searched your website. But that's only 48 characters. They give us 90. We've got to use at least 83 or something. I usually type out and get to like 120, and then I start taking out the words that I don't need, the and it or something that I can kind of get away from. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna log out, but and once I get this all set up with the extensions and all that stuff, because the extensions, that's all it is. It makes your ad bigger. It gives them one click. They go straight to the page they need to. The video testimonials, or the contact us now, how-to videos, all of that stuff can be call extensions. The phone number, when it shows up right there, that's what the extensions are. So we're going to add those in later. We're going to do at least 2, but we're going to add a couple of descriptions, and then we're going to give Google a couple of more headlines, and then we're going to let Google run with it and play with it. Usually I'll do like 3 ads, and then Google will run those 3 ads to see which one gets the most clicks, and then they'll run that more often. But they're always, checking it and searching it, seeing which headlines, which subjects, which call extensions get you the most clicks. One, because that's what you want. You want people to get back to your website, learn about you and Nicole, learn about your services, and Google wants to get the people who serve their people in front of the clients that are using Google. Google has never, will never, is the billions of dollars that Google makes is second to what they really want. They want to be the world's greatest search engine, and they are. And they do that by serving their clients. So if you go to Google and search for something, Google's #1 priority is to help you find what you're searching. They don't care about the money. Like Jim Rohn said, they take the money, but they don't care. It's like, that's secondary. Their main thing is to get you in front of whatever it is that you're searching for. My wife gets pissed off at Google all the time, for whatever reason, political bullshit. And she's, I ain't using it anymore. I'm doing DuckDuckGo, whatever the hell it is, or Yahoo or Bing or something. And she'll do that for like 2 weeks, maybe, and then always ends up going back to Google because she uses one of those other services and she's looking for dance studios for my daughter or what, who knows, like a new pet place to take our dog, a new vet, and those other services just don't put the right material, the right, server, people in front of her. So that she always ends up back at Google or YouTube. I'm using YouTube for my search engine more and more. It's just that, because usually because I used to go to Google, I type it in, and then I'd go up and I would click, instead of all, you can click photos of something, or you can click like the videos. And I found myself, doing a Google search, but then wanting to see the, the video to show me how to do it. So then I said, well, shit, why am I doing Google search and then hitting the videos? I'll just go straight to YouTube. I'll go straight to the source. And I find myself now using YouTube more and more. And Alvin's company, Alvin, you run a lot of Google or YouTube ads. Am I correct?
Yeah, we're niched into YouTube ads, but we're more general. But
Okay.
we focus contractors.
Yeah, because Alvin does all the contractors, roofers, plumbers, but you hit them from all different directions.
It doesn't.
Facebook, Alvin?
Yeah, we do Facebook, but the thing is, when we're dealing with contractors, we usually push for AdWords and Facebook ads.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube ads is good, but it sucks for local because you're limited to like a small radius.
Yeah.
And the only way to get it to work really well in YouTube ads, you really need like a Godfather offer. Like a free estimate, it's going to work okay, but doing something like, hey, get 20% now, we'll pay for your taxes, get your garage door painted for free, or stacking 3 offers into one.
Yeah.
Where if I'm competing against like Startup Pro or Painter One, they're doing just free estimate, I have 3 offers. Whose ad are you going to click on? You're going to click on mine. And I'm going to convert you where, hey, if you call now, it's all about giving incentives.
Yeah. It's hitting those. There's a great book called Triggers, Joe Sugarman, but it's words and phrases that get people to take action. Costco is built on that. You go into Costco for one thing, you walk out with a $500 basket worth of who knows what, but it's like all these little hidden emotions that get you to buy. And that's what like Alvin's, some of his ads that he does. But Alvin kind of works with all contractors, right? Because I don't run ads for any contractors unless we have built their website. I just want to make sure that and I don't even do that. Even if I do the website, until they went through how to answer leads, how to get back to them, the follow-up system, all of it's like, I really want it to work for them. So it's one thing to get them to click and go to the website, but it's got to be a website that gets them to fill out the form, all of that stuff. But once you get the phone number or they fill out the form or they call you, what's your follow-up system? Because if you don't have at least those 3, and there's a lot more to it than that, what's the follow-up system, all of that. But those are the 3 main, is how you answer the email, how you answer the phone after they click because they went to your website that got their attention and pre-stored them with the videos and the video testimonials and built that relationship to where you're almost friends. So like I've got a lot of people that, hey, we do the Google ads and stuff. And I was like, no, not unless we've done all this other stuff for you. We don't. And now people bombard, Facebook and everything. It's like, I've never seen so many SEO services. And like, man, I appreciate the hell out of Alvin because he's one of the guys that I know aren't full of shit. I I've got screenshots, Alvin. I'll send them to you. Some dude hit me up about wanting to do our SEOs and build the websites. And so I went with him. I kept going back and forth on Messenger. Like, well, how many? Send me a couple of links to the website you built. Well, we haven't built any yet. I need to build my portfolio. So what I'm doing for people is, if you do this, this, and this, we're going to do the website. And I was like, man. And then I said, what do you know about marketing? What have you done this? And I don't even think he's bought any of the videos where he could learn how to do certain things. It was like, it's mind-boggling. And so many contractors get taken advantage of that guy and all these other guys. It's like, and I think, Troy, you were in a program before you met me. I don't want to say you got taken advantage of. I don't think you were happy with it. And that's how you end up switching over and coming with me, right? Or
yeah.
What was I doing?
Yeah. I wasted thousands of dollars on that just to really realize there wasn't anything there. It just a bunch of stuff that wasted time, wasn't really a reality type of thing. So Alan Murray was in the same program. We were in it together at the same time, and then we both switched over here at the same time. So
yeah. And I'm getting ready to do an interview with Alan and this other guy, Anthony from Sunshine Design. Tuesday, I think we set it up. We're going to record it and then share it later on. But it's going to be, I'm pretty excited to do it because, Alan will have been 3 months with me, and then Anthony from Sunshine Design will have been 3 years. So I want to see like what's, like 3 months in or 3 years in. And Anthony's changed his business philosophy, I don't know, 5 times over the last 3 years. But he's now to where he's got like 3 project managers, 2 office assistants, and a shitload of subs. And it's like, it's crazy what he's doing now. So it's gonna be a fun interview. Hey, but if you're watching this video right now, and you got any questions about what we went through, reach out to me through the contractors, contractor.com, or the contractors contractor at Gmail. I'm gonna finish this up offline and then get it on board. And then Troy, you're gonna have to go in, and I'll shoot you a message later on, but you have to go in and give them your credit card stuff.
Okay.
And Troy, but you've been hitting me up to do this for the last month, and I keep telling you that I don't want you spending any money right now because you're already so booked up just through Facebook and in the videos and the website and shit that we've done.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is something that you need to do. So there's just more things I want to do for the website before we just get it, crazy live and spend a whole lot of money. But we got to get on board and start doing it right now and get set up for the slow period, if there is one, coming the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, when people may not be refinishing their cabinets as much. And I don't know if last time we talked, we may even be doing a whole nother 3-month program just for a whole separate construction company. Is that still in the works?
Yep, for sure. Yeah.
So that and I think they do remodeling of everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Building new homes, everything.
Yeah. So that'll be more like Anthony's deal with Sunshine Design and Build. Yeah, it's crazy. That's gonna be a good interview next week. Look to that. Hey, Alvin, man, I appreciate you jumping on here. And then I'm hoping me and Alvin start doing a lot of work in the future together. Because like I said, it's like in this SEO internet world, man, I'm talking about snake oil salesmen, or I don't know. There's just so many fly-by-nights and people who just don't know. And then they'll hit you up with, they'll almost do it for free. They'll do it real cheap and you pay for the ad spend. I'm like, damn, dude, that's not still doing, that's no deal for them. You want them to pay thousands of dollars so you can learn on their dime and practice on them. I said, that's not fair. And they're being told this kind of stuff. I don't know. I got into it by accident, not wanting to do it, but I've been doing my own marketing since 93, 94. And the marketing, meaning the words, the images, and then we slowly moved into video. That part never changes. The only thing that changes is the media in which you deliver it. Meaning we used to use the phone book. You had to buy into that dude for a year. No if and or but. Even if you went out of business, you had to pay for that. And then they want you to do the full page or the quarter page or the half page. And then your mailers and your flyers and your door hangers, your yard signs, you're wrapping your vehicles. When I see contractors and their vehicle is wrapped, and most of the time they do it ego, and they feed the ego, not the bank account, meaning they wrap their vehicles with too much stuff, and they get, people get lost. Like Alvin just said, even with these websites that people build, or the one, the landing page, is you can't give people too much information. They get a confused mind never buys. When you wrap in your vehicle, sometimes you don't even want your name on it unless your name is the kind of name that it should be. But if it's yada, 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 and then painting real small, people will do really big name. And you got to imagine you're driving through the intersection, or you're passing someone on the freeway. Are they going to be able to look at it, and in a matter of like a fraction of a second or 2 fractions of a second, can they see what it is that you do? I'd rather just see cabinet refinishing, bam, and then the website, and then the number. And if it's a decent website, they're going to remember it, or they'll know enough to go back and search Google, and then you'll pop up. But if it's all this, and then all these different visions and pictures that just people are looking at it, trying to figure out what it is, and the lights turned green, you're already gone. Does that make sense?
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
So, and these guys are paying big money to have their trailers and trucks and stuff wrapped. And the guy wrapping it, he don't care. The more colors and designs and shit you put on it, the higher he gets to charge you. And I'm like, dude, just make it extremely simple. Simplicity, 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 KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, so that they see it and instantly know what it is. I'm working with a dude right now. He does some demoing, but most of it is he hauls trash and he hauls junk away. And he was asking me, is that a good business? And I'm like, dude, 1-800 got junk. That's a huge franchise right now, and ads are running everywhere. And we bought him and changed his name to where now his whole name is just demo and junk removal.com. That's it. And that's the company I sold 5 years ago was Only Wood Floors. That's not my name. My first company was my name that I sold, and that ended up screwing me up because it had my name in it. But yeah, you just want people to know what it is, how you serve them. How do you serve them? As quickly as you can let them know, the better. Sometimes it's the name, sometimes it's the subject, the subtitle, the subject line. But it's all about serving people, getting in front of them, letting them know how you can serve them. If that interests them, you got to build that relationship. You got to be in their inner circle. And that's what marketing is, and the media to deliver that market. Sometimes it's Facebook, sometimes it's Google, Bing, YouTube, Yelp, all of that. Google My Business, you really got to work the heck out of that. But that's enough for now. Went longer than I wanted to. Any questions, Troy? But I'll get back to you later on anyway when we finish this stuff up.
No, that's
Alvin,
good for now.
Yeah, Alvin, do you want to add anything before I go?
Yeah, Google My Business. Start posting daily if you can, because most contractors, they don't have time to do that. But if you do that daily, if you can, whatever keywords you want to inject in there and the city name,
Yep.
You'll get free phone calls with no ad spend. Just
Yep.
doing that.
Troy, does that sound familiar? How many times are you supposed to post on Google My Business, Troy?
Every day.
At least 2 to 3 times a day. Snap a picture, describe it. Use the keywords to describe it. And then when you get the reviews, how do you answer the reviews immediately and not with a thank you? You give them a whole paragraph and describe what it is that you did for them. Again, using the keywords and stuff. That's great advice. See, Alvin knows that shit, and these other guys that are on the internet, they don't even know it, man. They're charging contractors thousands of dollars and not producing anything.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Again, if you're watching the video, any questions, hit me up, and I'm gonna stop screen sharing and hit end. Alvin, again, man, I appreciate you being here. Troy, I'm gonna follow up with you in a little bit.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy. Bye.